Welcome everyone to Simply Beautiful. Today we are going to have a wonderful topic, and one that is so important for feeling beautiful as a woman, to have tight tone, healthy breasts. So we've got some nice clearings on the breasts. And breasts are really associated so much with people in our life and how people hang on to us. If we've got some people who are space invaders or hanging on to us. So we'll be doing some clearings on that as well. And then we'll be doing some regeneration. So welcome to the call. And I see Carrie and Nancy. Hello. And we're ready to get started. We've got an hour of wonderful miracles and magic. Okay, and here we go. So as we've begun this new era, we're now saying the Love Wisdom affirmation, a smaller part of the Love Wisdom Creed, part of the illumination. So join with me in saying this beautiful and very powerful affirmation. I am free to live a life of full spiritual freedom and full self-expression, liberated in love, gratitude, and mastery in this body, here and now. My spirit is limitless. I am responsible for any limits I experience in this body and have complete access to the divine through prayer and contemplation, and of course the quantum pump, right? To release myself from any human bonds I have worn as spiritual clothing that no longer resonate with my essence. And the opening blessing for the removal of obstacles. Vakratunda Mahakaya Koti Surya Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurame Devo Sarva Kayeshu Sarvadam. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parat Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Dum Durgaye Namaha. Om Aim Saraswati Swaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hi, Joyce and Sharon from British Columbia. Thank you, Sharon. And Rosa, hi, welcome to the call. So today is training 5. It's Beautiful Breasts Week. You'll be clearing programs causing sagging, small, too large, inverted nipples from your field and body. You'll activate the cellular neogenesis process and start a cascade of new growth in your breasts, with a focus on having the ability to tighten up and tone. And we're going to go to the clearing first, and then we'll review the quantum pump. So clearing for permission, right, and ability to have the beautiful tone, tight, healthy breast you imagine for yourself, removing of suppression, domination, and control. Lucifer stops satanic curses, evil spirit curses, bloodline, clan, DNA of others and resets, group mind and virus, group mind virus, Oh, excuse me, curses, black magic, trauma, karma, controlled and shared energy, cycles, agreements, hatred, anger, unforgiveness, blame, deception, disappointment, bitterness, transmortals with their seeds as anchors and mechanisms, permeations, and malice as the emotional anchor, and iguanas, DNA splicing and bitterness, and snakes, mechanisms and disappointment. Areas of the blueprint that are affected: perception, matter, genesis, and embodiment. Okay, so we're going to start pumping to clear this, and then we're going to go back to a demonstration on the pumping. And hi to Mary and Saval. Hi, welcome to the call. Okay. And it's a scorcher. It's a hot day here today in California, so I've changed clothes a couple of times. Keep getting down to cooler and cooler, but it should cool off pretty soon. With the fires going, we now have the status of being the biggest fire ever in California, and air quality is very, very low today and has been for about 4 days. So if you hear me a little sniffly and raspy in the throat, we have very heavy smoke in the air the last few days. But Thursday, there's some rain forecasted. So I'm going to do my magic and see if I can work on getting more than just a little drizzle. See if we can put the fire out. Okay, so quantum pump. The first thing is just put your elbow down at your side and have your hand moving forward. This is the quantum pump. Very, very simple. I think all of you are experts on the quantum pump. And then you can do the double pump like this, which is, I do alternating, but you're also welcome to do it this way. And you can use the right or left hand. I prefer the right hand. It's the outer assertive hand. You can do the foot pump, which is basically just pumping your foot forward, and the discrete pump, which is your hand at your side kind of fluttering. So those are the choices of regular pumping that we do in every single class. And let's see, double pump would be great right now. So if you want to do double pump on the clearing, my guess is we have quite a bit of clearing to do to accomplish reversing the aging effects of breasts, growing a little older and not looking young and pert. So we probably have a lot of clearing to do, even though there wasn't a ginormous list. Sometimes the list is even bigger. But so everybody, if you want to be doing the double pumping, you can go ahead and do double pumping. And how are the shifts happening for you guys? Are you loving the meditations? And what are you noticing is different? I'd love to hear. And this is week 5. Week 5. Wonderful week 5. And while I'm waiting for comments, because I know sometimes it takes a minute or so for a comment to show up, I'll give you a baby report. So baby is low and in position, and she's dilated. The birth mom is dilated about a fingertip. So she's getting ready. We're thinking that it's going to be the first week of October, but it could be any time. So I am getting myself ready. And although I don't have the go bag quite there, I have everything that I'm putting in the go bag for the baby in a laundry basket. So it's all folded neatly and freshly washed. I'm just going to show you a picture of the baby if you haven't seen it yet. There we go. So that's an ultrasound. Probably can't really see her very well. Let's see, can you see her? No, it's really hard to see. That's her fist right up there. Oops. That's her fist. And then that's her nose. And that's her forehead. And this is her little mouth and chin. And there's one more. It's probably even harder to see on live stream, but she's holding her face in her hands. You can't really see. So that's the baby report. She's going to be here very soon. Thank you, Carolyn. Yeah. So it's funny. I'm already not getting sleep, so I don't know if it's hormones or I'm acting completely unrecognizable to myself in cleaning drawers and thinking, oh, I don't need these placemats, and I got to iron these. Got to iron these napkins. I ironed all the napkins in the house that I'm keeping, and I'm giving some away, turns out. So that's kind of funny. I've been on a cleaning binge and an organizing binge, and I know that's what happens when the hormones kick in right before babies are born, but it's kicking in with me too. So it's fun. It's really good. Some of you know my friend Marcy Scheimoff, and Marcy and I had a beautiful, very long heart-to-heart conversation this morning, and she's wanting to do some partnering, and you probably get emails from different coaches saying, hey, my friend so-and-so is doing this wonderful program, and I'd like to recommend it. And Marcy and I have had a little problem because she decided to call her program Year of Miracles, and we had the miracles thing going on for many years. So after a long conversation, I agreed with her that we'd call my Year of Miracles Julie Renee's Year of Miracles. And then whenever her information went to our list, we'd call it Marcy and Deborah's Year of Miracles or something like that. So we're going to put our names to things because they're completely different. We do regeneration, have a whole different thing that we do compared to them. They make 3 goals for a year that they want 3 miracle transformations over a year. So it's a different thing. You know, they make a goal and then they work towards their goal. Yay. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Mary's nesting, definitely. And Saval, thank you. Can't wait to see her in the live classes. Yeah, I'm sure she's going to be making her appearance. I'm sure about that. Yeah, so Jennifer McLean has got us in her send out schedule. So if you're also following Jennifer, you'll get the Quantum Healing Secrets promotions in November. And Marcy's looking at when she can put us into her send out schedule. Sarah Troy is also going to collaborate with us. We're just working into getting into partnership. And I know some of you have been concerned about classes. And I always imagine classes should have hundreds or thousands of students. This class has 27 students in it. And I think, you know, we're offering such real tangible results. And I think the one thing is collaboration, which we're working on now. So that was one of the things Jack Canfield and Steve Harrison, really the founder and director of the National Publicity Summit, they both had felt like partnering with other people in the field, and Facebook promotions would be a way to build the list. So that's what we're working on. Yay, Joyce. I'm in the program also. It's great. Wonderful, Joyce. Yeah, I see you there. That's awesome. Let's see. And Carol, is there one specific thing that you consistently see that's connected to poor breast health? Yes, there is. And, you know, we could actually jump to that while we're doing this clearing, and we can talk about the page, and we'll do another clearing. But breast health is really tied into some emotions and, oops, let's see if we can get, let's see here. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. That's not what I want. I want this. So when you look at breast health, it's very much related to people hanging on you. It's parasitical people hanging on you. And then also how that happens is your inability to take responsibility for sorrow, grief, unhappiness. So if you look here, these are key reasons for poor breast health. And then really others, let's see, so but let's start at the top. So cords from others. People can cord you in your breasts. Control energy, shared energy, permeation, so that's somebody layering themselves into you. Agreements, you've agreed to be subservient or to let someone hang on you, to let someone be parasitical. So an agreements. And then others' energy left in your body. And then there's things like fear, blame, and bitterness, which don't resonate with love, right? So if you're unconditional love, you don't have fear, blame, or bitterness. And I see this a lot with breast cancer. People apologize to anyone if it's not you when you've had breast cancer. But there's a lot of it's their fault. It's, you know, especially when it doesn't heal up right away, or bitterness. You know, we want to really work on that in our personality too, of not assigning blame, being curious about someone's role or responsibility. If you thought that they were going to take care of something and they didn't, being curious is a good way to approach it rather than blaming. And then inability, so we get to the bottom of the list, inability to take responsibility for sorrow, grief, or unhappiness, which allows people to hang on to you because you're part of the game with them. So they're hanging on to you. And that, if you can just imagine family members just pulling down on your breasts, just stretching them out and turning them into tube socks or something. That's a horrible thing to say. But if you could kind of look into yourself or look at yourself and see, is that something that I have parasitical energy, hanger-oners, energy vampires, but it's a very specific energy vampire. Someone who wants you to always be responsible, wants you to be the mother role, wants you to take care of them. And somehow you've surrendered to that. So there's a way that we have to clean that up. So that's really what I'm seeing with breast health. So we'll be clearing this also. So this is another clearing that we can actually do at the same time. It's right after this one. So here's what we're working on right now. And everybody's doing the double quantum pump, which can be done at the same time with hands going the same way, or they can be going alternately. So everybody's doing the quantum pump. I absolutely do in my family from my mother. So this is great to know. Oh, good, Carolyn. Yeah, good for asking. I think you intuitively knew that it was information that you needed. And, you know, I've thought about this. If you've got somebody who's courting you all the time, you can, you know, you can remove the cords. But if it's like a real consistent courting, you can also you can imagine black going into the cord and going up to the person's aura or something. So that you're putting an energy in that the person wouldn't want to keep courting. So you might have to do it 4 or 5 times, but if you can just send black energy into the cord, up to their aura or something, so it just is not in your field, it's not in your aura, it's not in your body, it's not, you know, taking you out of your best game. That is also another thing that you can do. I wouldn't send it into their body, and I wouldn't send it into their aura. But if you've removed cords day after day and someone still is putting cords in you, that's another option, that you have the power to put that in a few times, just sending black. And, you know, we always remove black from our body. So you don't want to put it in their aura or their body, but just up to their aura. Because that's kind of a dead conversation then. You know, in addition to removing it, if they keep reasserting it, you're now putting in something that says, no, I don't want that cord. I'm not in agreement to that. And sometimes when you love and care for people, you can do everything you can do to keep good boundaries, and then they're still there's still a problem. And so that might be another way that you could experiment with clearing the cords. And honestly, it probably doesn't hurt to check once a week for a while if the breasts are something that you want younger and perk and healthy and beautiful. I know I've spent a lot of time working on my breasts. It's been really interesting because I'm hoping as an adoptive mom to be able to lactate and breastfeed. And so I'm taking herbs and teas and eating foods that are known to help with lactation. And I did about 10 hours of clearing. And, I can't say I've got a lot of milk. I've got a few drips. But I also think baby makes a big difference too. So having baby in my arms and the crying and the pheromones that the baby puts out, I think are also part of that equation. But just clearing the breasts, I took 10 hours to clear my breasts on the very deepest level and looked at everything that was interfering with me having an incredible experience with breastfeeding my baby. My adopted baby. That might be a future class for adoptive parents or moms who want to have a really great breastfeeding experience and maybe haven't in the past. And it's so interesting, night and day different how my breasts feel, where they used to get tender and swollen, and sometimes they'd get a little like, I don't know, like almost like inflamed, a little bit hard or whatever. I can't, it's not really a good description. Like areas of the breast would be a little inflamed and uncomfortable. That just completely disappeared, and my breasts feel like light. So, I could see if I were working on making them smaller or something like that, which I'm not particularly, I think it's in competition with bringing milk in, making them smaller. I will after all of that. But I could just see how, you could just keep going with that if you just kept looking at what's there, and kept asking the question and just clearing until there was nothing there. So I just want to say that that's been really profound for me to make that shift. And they haven't gotten smaller or bigger, but they really do feel very different. They don't feel as heavy. My breasts used to feel so heavy. I felt like, I've got these dips in my shoulders from the bra lines because I have larger breasts. And I can honestly say that that's, it feels, everything feels lighter. It's lightened up. I have polycystic change and cysts that are benign. Well, this class helped very much so, Carolyn. Yes. First, you clear all of this for the healthy breasts, and then you can actually be doing chopping on the cysts, but they might disappear when you bring the health back in the breasts so that there's nothing in there that's informing the cysts to form. And I never was diagnosed with anything in my breasts, but I did have, well, in any case, I would say that there were kind of hard, lumpy feelings in my breast, and those aren't there anymore from just the clearings that I did. My breasts are kind of soft and spongy, and really, like I said, they feel much lighter. And this, this is what helps. If you saw the movie The Secret, and there was this lady who was affirming, "Thank you, God, for my healing." And she had breast cancer and it completely disappeared in 3 months. You can essentially do that. I think the thing to do is when you say, "I have polycystic breasts," or "I have," you're claiming it. So you might say something like, "My body has experienced something that's out of alignment with me, and it's been called polycystic breasts," or whatever, but you don't want to say, "I have it." And then you want to say, "Thank you, God, for my healing," or "Thank you, universe, for my healing, or I see myself completely free and clear with soft, tender breasts. I know what I've been saying is milk is flowing like a river. Thank you, God, for causing milk to flow like a river. So you wanna affirm it and really replace whatever it is with the idea, in a really powerful way. Actually, we should put atheist thought forms on here because that can stop you from just making the change. I'm going to put that on our list. Okay, so that's on there too. So we're clearing that too, atheist thought forms. That's great. Ooh, it's warm in here. I'm getting a nice glow from the heat. Felt like 100 yesterday. It was like a sauna here. Wow. I might go to an air-conditioned location to do my dinner before I come back and deal with the heat some more. We don't have air conditioning. We really only have like 5 or 6 really hot days here a year. 70s and 80s a lot of the year. We had a really cool, mild summer this year, but we have Indian summer in September and October, and we're definitely into Indian summer. My eyelids are more toned and firmed for the area under the eyes. I'm still working. Saval, that's so amazing. That's great. I want you to look at my eyes because my eyes were so problematic 8, 9 years ago. And I had very, very droopy lids. If you look at pictures close up of me 8, 9 years ago, and my eyelids just tightened up with this work, and it's been really remarkable. Look at that. It's like I'm a teenager with my eyelids. There's just no droop at all. And I have to say, I had this, like, one of my clients 10 years ago, as I was a massage therapist back there, she was having the eyelid surgery, and I was seriously thinking about the eyelid surgery. And this quantum work really, really tightens things up. Been thinking about my forehead because I do sometimes have lines on my forehead, and it's just really how I hold stress in my body. We were talking about, well, what is stress? And stress is a buildup of energy, right? It could be anchors or spiritual parasites. So I've been really looking at that too, like, how do you completely let go of that pattern, which is very doable. So I've done it with my eyes and, many parts of my body, and I can do it with my forehead too. Mhm. Okay, very good. So just know that this is the answer for everything, and I just because we're going to the quantum field, the I am field, the field that is that oneness field, and we're not doing a healing per se. We're doing an activation, and we're activating the way the particles are vibrating to a better situation for you. Um, my feeling is, and of course, I have many priorities right now getting ready. We're about 2 weeks away from baby arriving, is my imagination. It might be 3 or 4 weeks, or she might come tomorrow. I don't know. But I've been doing, lots of pumping, lots and lots of pumping, trying to get, yeah, yeah, it's nesting, I suppose. Just wanting everything to be perfect when she arrives. Of course, it's not going to be. The crib is late. The crib was supposed to be here last week, and it's not here yet. But she's going to sleep with me, so I'm just like, okay, her baby's sheets are washed and her blankets are washed. Everything's ready to make the crib when it does arrive. If she comes before that, Rebecca will come over and put the crib up. I'm teasing Rebecca. But yeah, so you just have to kind of surrender also. But anyway, you've got all these wonderful clearings that you can work on. And I know many of you are in uh, different classes, so I'm sure you're working on different things with us. But this is really all about, and truly, I have to say, when you really want to grow younger, like literally grow younger, the number one thing to growing younger is full body ownership, right? Because you can't technically grow younger if you don't own everything about your body. Because you own it, then you can do whatever you want with it. So that's just an encouragement for those of you who haven't taken the full body ownership. Even if you don't get into the live class, take the replay when you have a chance. Because the full body ownership is really, and honestly, all of our classes are about full body ownership. That's the truth. They all are. Love that we can be part of the baby process. Thank you. Yeah, it's good. I wish you all lived here. We're going to do a little blessing, a mother blessing. It's called a blessing way. So I've had a lot of loss around children, and I decided what I really wanted was my girlfriends, my community, to come and do a blessing for me, actually to all come and share some experience about being a mom or being a daughter, or what was important to them about mothering, and to bless me with their love and their kind of like a restart for me, completely new. Like I get to be a new mommy, and I get to actually have the joy without the information from the past about all the loss. So full body ownership class. Oh, fantastic, Diane. It's great to have you in the class. Yeah. It's still actually, it's still going on for those of you who might want to jump in, or you took it last year. It's a completely different class than it is this year. So very modestly priced class that is really giving you the keys to the kingdom. So I just highly recommend it. Yeah. I was thinking to go see Bridget Jones' Diary. Renee Zellweger is having a baby. Watching a movie about Bridget Jones having now her third movie, Renee Zellweger's third movie on, love and romance and now baby stuff. I thought that might be fun. My body thinks that the baby is already here, so it's waking up on the baby schedule. I courted her because she was getting a lot of information from her birth mom. I can't wait till this is over. I want her out of me. I just want to give her away, So I was thinking that she's not having the happy information. So I courted the baby into me also. I didn't uncourt her from her birth mom. But that means that she's very much around me, and I love it. And I'm waking up every couple hours, and I have a feeling it's a little one, which is probably the rhythm that we'll be in when she gets here. We'll probably get up every couple hours to feed her if she's going to be a tiny one. So then we're having a baby shower after Thanksgiving, so that'll be super fun. Maybe we'll open a live stream so you guys can be here. We'll register everybody for the baby shower, and we'll put a screen up with actually it's not at my house. But we'll see. It would be fun to have a baby shower with all you guys. Then you can meet her officially. That'll be her official greeting to the world. You might meet her unofficially beforehand. She might squawk and I'll bring her here. Yeah. Oh my God, that would be so much fun. I love all you guys so much. And I know you're all over the planet to share you and have some happy baby fun. That would be really great. Marcy and I were talking for about an hour, and one of the little gifts she gave me, she said that there's an African tribe that every child has their own song. There's a song for each child. And she said that the community learns a song. And if ever the person goes off the rails or does something that harms people, the whole community gets together and sings their song back into them so that they can be restored and be good again, be a good person again. And I wrote a song. I have a feeling Adalia Rose will have many songs to her. But I wrote a lullaby maybe 3-4 weeks ago. Adalia Rose, the flower that grows in my heart. Adorable toes, cute little nose, laughter divine. I'll call you mine, Adalia Rose. So she's going to hear that as she grows up. That's going to be her theme song. I actually have a second verse for it, but I don't have it memorized. But the name Adalia means noble, and Rose means kindness or gentleness. And it also has a tremendous amount of symbology from Christianity. So perfection, the Sacred Heart, the rose, Mother Mary loved roses, the purity of the rose, and the ability to protect itself. Yay. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll do some version of baby shower on live stream, and everybody will be invited, and you'll get to meet Adalia Rose. And it won't be part of the shower here because it's at a friend's house. So, but we'll set up something right here. We'll have a little party with you guys. That'll be super fun. It's it's long been on my mind to have a child, and this is the fulfillment of that. I think one of the things when you think about full body ownership and full self-expression is to live your magical life. And if you had put some dreams aside or let them die because, life wasn't working out that way, it's time to revive your dreams. It's time to say, this is my life. And it doesn't matter what time it is in my life. This is my life, and I have a right and the ability and permission to live out my dreams and to live out my joy and happiness. So, yeah. Yeah, it's all good. Okay, well, let's go back to the screen. Looks like I see some people wanting to come to the online shower, so we'll figure that out. We'll do it. Okay, we're about 70% through on this clearing, and let's just see if we've made any progress on this one. No progress on this at all. We might not get to the regeneration today. I want to, let's see, can I do that? What can we do? Let me think about this a minute. I mean, the more important thing than regeneration is to clear all of this stuff, because the body will start regenerating at a much healthier level if we get rid of this stuff. And I did my clearings just a week ago, so we have me really set at a very high place. So let's see. Yeah, I think you can do your own regenerations. Yeah, because we need to get all of this stuff clear. That's the most important thing. Obviously, regeneration is wonderful. Yeah, I've been pumping with you, Nancy. Definitely. My hand has just been low. It's been down by my hips, but yeah. Oh, thanks, B. Wonderful. Okay, so let's see if I can amp this up a little. I'm tired and hot is what the deal is. So let's see. I'll see if I can blast you for a couple of minutes. It does take a little bit out of me to do it, but I'm happy if we can move it along. I want you to have the full clearing before we're done with this training. Okay, we're at 99%. Almost there. And let's go on to the next page. I'll just keep my hand going here. I can put some music on while I'm more focused. Let me do that. That'll be nice, so it won't be so quiet. Of course, it never hurts to have quiet, does it? Here we go. Here's a little music while we clear. Okay, we're at 80%. Okay, we're at 100%. Well, that's fantastic. Okay, so let's go on to getting the regeneration started. Yeah, a little blasting always helps. Okay, so we're going to do the breast regeneration, getting all the stem cells and master cells to 100%. Master cells, just 4 master cells, stem cells, lots of them, thousands of them, 3,000 looks like. Okay, so we're going to do the regeneration now. You can do the platter for this one, the quantum platter, which is a little bit of a side motion. So what you're going to do is you're going to do like this. So it's like that. So it's a doorknob, fingers up. The doorknob is like this, right? That's the doorknob. Platter is like this, just with the fingers extended. So it's exactly the same movement as a doorknob, fingers extended. And only one side. Don't ever do 2 sides of the platter. It'll just cause chaos in the field because one hand will cancel out the other hand, but it'll cause a big whirl of chaos while it cancels itself out. So you only do the right hand. If you can't do the right hand, you can do the left hand, but the right hand is much better. So we're going to do the platter to get the regeneration of the breast started. Quantum platter. I have some songs. Why don't we sing a song? We've got 4 minutes left. Let's see. Let's see here. So everybody is doing the platter, full steam ahead, as strong as you can do it. That'll help. Tomorrow is full body ownership. Thursday is 100% energy. Wednesday, for any of you that were in the 7-hour training, at 9:15 in the morning, we'll do the 40 minutes. The 7-hour spiritual interference class that we did about 6 weeks ago when the fire was really roaring right here and I was having smoke and coughing and just exhaustion from the smoke. So we're going to do 40 minutes. You should get it today, if not tomorrow morning, an invitation, and it'll go out as a replay also. But it's for those of you who did the 7-hour the 7-hour class on spiritual interferences, freedom from spiritual interferences class this summer. We're just doing a little makeup thing on Wednesday morning at 9:15 California time. So full body ownership tomorrow. And then the makeup class on Wednesday for the 7-hour training. And we're going to be working on technology things. And then 100% energy day 2 on Thursday. So we got a really nice lineup this week. And for those of you who are thinking about coming into your year of miracles and aren't there yet, or the apprentice program, if you have some questions, you want some answers, please reach out to me. Both of those programs are spectacular. Okay. Let's see, I think this one. Soft the night and sweet the spirit, gentle voices call our song. We are magic, we are wonder, when we live beyond the veil. Humankind, please raise your thoughts, bring a plane of peace and love. We the guardians of the pilgrims, we the authors of the play. And then we're popping back up here to see where we're at with the regeneration of the breast tissue. 70%. Yeah, we're making progress. If you're pumping for 16 minutes, so that's about 15 after 5. So if you want to stay on, I'll be in the chat box for 10 minutes. And if you just want to keep pumping, I think that you won't have to have homework on this one. You just want to stay an extra 15 minutes. And we'll end the videos live stream with a blessing. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamisoma Jyotirgamaya Murchormaham Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. May the entire world be filled with peace. Tatastu, so be it. I love you. Keep pumping. 15 minutes and we'll have this breast regeneration on track. Okay, bye-bye. See you in the chat box.